Hey guys, Tommy with Elevation every weekend here. We're just outside of Breckenridge, Colorado, and we're going to do another high elevation ride today. And we're going to do it on a fat bike. This time we're going to do it on the 2014 Surly Pugs and see how it does. So we're going to get the ride going right now. Boreas Pass is one of many dirt roads that was formerly railroad. And even though it's at elevation and it's all climbing, the grade's not too steep because it couldn't be too steep back in the day for the trains to make the climbs. So they're pretty pleasant on that aspect. But we are at elevation. We're over 10,000 feet now or thereabouts. And I think it tops out about 11.5. So it'll be a workout. We're still in tree line. Tree line in Colorado is about 11,000 feet. So that's a good way of judging when you're over 11,000 when you see the trees fall away. Haven't really messed with my air pressure yet, but I'm probably going to have to drop it down because it's feeling a little high and getting beat up. So we'll take a break up here for a second, get a good look at these views, and maybe take a little air out of these tires. Okay guys, got the tires aired down a little bit, should be a little more comfortable on the ride. Already stunning views. As I was just saying, we are still in tree line, as you can see. And right down there, down below, is the town of Breckenridge. It's a 10-mile range surrounding us. Lots of 14ers around. Breckenridge is about 9,600 feet, which is where I'm staying for the weekend. So you can see we've already, I drove up to the trailhead, but we're already off to a good start on the elevation, and we're gonna keep it going. It is already warm. It's supposed to be 87 up here in Breckenridge, which is hot when you're considering you're over almost at 10,000 feet. It was 100 degrees yesterday down in the front range when we left, so it could be worse, but we're gonna get back at it. I think Boreas Pass is about 10 or 12 miles to the top. Being a former railway, there's some watering stations along the way, and there's actually a few structures up the very top that hopefully we'll get to see. My ride is much more comfortable, by the way. Taking out a couple PSI on these tires. It's close to town. It's about 5 miles outside of Breckenridge. So it is very busy. You can drive it in pretty much any car. It's basically just a dirt road, a couple rough spots, but as a result, we will see a lot of traffic. Again, doing this on my 2014 Pugs, decided to give the ice cream truck a break and use this bike for a change of pace. It is a fun bike to ride. It's a 2x9 drivetrain, and I'm in the small cog up front, but I still got, I think, 4 cogs to go in the back. So we're at a nice, comfortable pace. So it should be well capable of providing enough gear for the climb. I don't expect it to, or remember it to be too steep at any point, but it'll be a good workout. It's beautiful in the fall to come up here because all these aspens are blazing yellow. It's a really popular tourist drive spot during that time of year. Hey guys, just taking a real quick short stop, just taking a view. It's looking stunning. Again, other than being a little warm, it's beautiful, clear. Even though I'm kind of getting a late start, it's about 11:15. I don't see a cloud in the sky, so storms or anything shouldn't be an issue up here today, at least not in the next few hours. And like I said, we're not really going up that high anyway. So all right, back at it, going well, almost 2 miles in. Even though I do have the 2020 ice cream truck, which I love, I do still love riding this 2014 Pugs. It's a smile on my face every time. It's always a pleasure to ride it. As a result, I'm going to be giving it some TLC real soon, putting some new lighter tires on, doing some other odds and ends to lighten it up and make it a little more fun to ride. It still has the stock 27 TPI Surly Nate tires on, which are wire bead, extremely heavy, extremely aggressive, very durable. But I think throwing some Ednas on, which is the tires that they spec currently on the new Pugsley, as I said, very popular. As I was saying, instead of the 4.3 Surly Ednas would take about 1.5 pounds out of the weight of the bike, and most importantly, the rolling mass, which is exponential. So I think that'll make a big difference. Here is one of the many water towers still left over. Alright guys, a little over 5 miles in, stopping and taking this view. It's one of the better spots on the ride. I'll zoom in here a little bit so you can have a good look at it. It is blazing hot. Should have done this a couple hours earlier for sure. But it is what it is. 5 miles in. Right back at it. We have had success. We're at the top of the pass. Just over 6 miles. For some reason I thought it was much longer, but I guess my 11 miles was more like total than one way. Alright guys, at the top, took some pictures and some video. Gonna head my way back down. Gonna probably drop a couple more PSI out of my tires to make the descent a little more enjoyable. But other than that, we made it. A lot shorter than I expected. Alright, get ready for some downhill. Still way too much air, getting bounced around pretty good. Another thing I'm noticing is that rear derailleur does not have a clutch, a spring option, and the chain slap is pretty nasty on this, so something to think about in the future. That should help. All right, back at it. Got my buff going. Not only is that pandemic related, but keeps me from sucking in all the dust from the traffic. All right, back at it. Like I said, pretty much any car can do it. It's kind of funny seeing all these guys in their Jeeps, 37s, and to see a guy in a late 90s Porsche 911 Turbo. Let's take one more look at this view and head down the rest of the way. Okay guys, back to the parking lot. A little dusty down here, lots of traffic. But that's the end of the ride. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below. It really helps out the channel. Any questions or comments, drop those down below as well. I answer all my questions. If you're interested in following me on my fat bike escapades going forward, please think about subscribing. Also really helps out the channel. Thanks a lot guys, and have a great day.